No, 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 no. Wait.
Hey everyone, how's it going? This video is going to be a bit shorter than what I usually do and is more of a brief but introductory dive into something that has uplifted a game that I love and makes it so much better in pretty much every sense of the word. After I completed my run of Bloodborne on the Shad PS4 emulator, I was pretty much done due to the compounding issues with the performance, the stuttering and the crashing that just got on my nerves on top of the fundamental issues that I already had with the base game. The video that I made on it got a lot more traction than I expected, and I got a mixed reception of comments that were supportive, understanding, and some disagreed due to either indifference on the problems that I had, or were just outright insane and beyond reasoning. But then I had one user by the name Omen Hachi mention to me about a mod that enabled warping through the lamps and replenishing vials and silver bullets upon death. This comment absolutely made my day, and it motivated me to boot up Bloodborne once again and try and get the enhanced mod to work, which is the mod that I'll be talking about. Simply put, this mod is amazing. Like, holy shit, what a massive improvement that not only respects my time, but also irons out some of the fundamental issues I have with the game, that makes the best parts of Bloodborne even more enjoyable and smoother to play. The need to keep your storage of Quicksilver and vials in check? Gone. Wasting time going to the Hunter's Dream just to warp somewhere else? Gone. Having to go back to the Hunter's Dream to reset an area if you don't have Bold Hunter marks? Gone. Backwards decisions like making the player automatically go into New Game Plus? Gone. Wasting blood echoes on vials? Gone. This mod makes it so that the player is no longer burdened by the most annoying aspects that collectively drags the experience of Bloodborne down. A game that is a masterpiece in aesthetics, atmosphere, and combat. There is almost no other game like it still, and the only game that I can think of that I've played that stands on the same shoulders with it, in my opinion, is Lies of P. And after trying the enhanced mod, I can say with Can't Change My Mind Final Boss energy that I can never, ever go back to vanilla again. Like, ever. I've played Bloodborne on and off since its release. I'm no pro MLG player, of course. I mean, I play it here and there, like once in a blue moon each year, right? But I can confidently pick up the game and still play it and finish it, and I've even platinumed it on the PS4. Which means I'm now at a stage in my life where I'm ready to just move on from the vanilla experience and can now enjoy an infinitely better experience through modding, or something that shakes things up, like for example a randomizer mod. Bloodborne has a modding scene that players can sink their teeth into with either Shad PS4 or a jailbroken PS4, and when you have a game with a dedicated and passionate modding scene, it increases the replay value of it so much more. And now for those that have not played Bloodborne yet, I am going to make it very clear here right now. Do not use any mods. Do not use this mod yet, for the love of God, because despite what I have said about the vanilla experience, I still wholeheartedly recommend playing it as it was made first. That way you can appreciate what mods bring to the table afterwards, and that is the same with pretty much any game out there. Now, as for the PS4 users, unfortunately I can't help you here because my experience is limited to Shad PS4, but on the Nexus mods link that I'll provide, there'll be a link that provides the necessary information you need to get started, and I'll also provide links to other videos that'll help you out there. Now, for Shad PS4 users, I can help a bit here. For starters, you're going to need a few files for this to work. Firstly, I would recommend that you get a custom build for Shad PS4. Download it and assign it to your game folder. You'll also need some other mods to make the game runnable, like Vertex Explosion Fix, Reduced Physics, and the SFX fix to make the game stable so that it doesn't crash. I would also recommend the Bloodborne launcher mod. That way it shouldn't interfere with the main game file, and you can also activate and deactivate mods too as you see fit. Also, make sure you create a new folder for the mods so that they have a file path that the launcher can read. As for the Bloodborne enhanced mod itself, you can set up the mod settings before dragging the file itself in. This mod gives you an opportunity to tailor make your own experience so that you can play it on your own terms. You can make it so that you do have to in fact farm for vials and resources if you want, while removing the other annoying parts of the game. You can even make it so that you never have to go back to the Hunter's Dream again for specific things. And you see, this for me is the best thing about the mod. It is so flexible that it makes room for players who want a smoother experience and players who still want the original intended experience while having some other additional quality of life changes to it to add more replay value. When you pair the mods together, you'll get a warning about the param file. But since my game was constantly crashing at the beginning without the fix, I had no choice but to pair the mods together. And in case something goes wrong, make sure that you have a backup of the vanilla files before tampering with mods. It's pretty much the 101 rule for all modding. Boot it up through the Bloodborne launcher and you should be good to go. And now, to be clear, the game through Shad PS4 will still have performance issues and you may still experience crashes, but that is the unfortunate side of not having a dedicated port for PC users. Since playing the mod, I have enjoyed this current playthrough so much more than all of my other previous playthroughs. Modding is a one-way trip experience. You can never go back once you start it. And now some people might have differing opinions on modding, some may feel that it detracts from the intended experience. Well, the thing is, at the end of the day, it's a choice. You don't have to do it. And just because it was the intended experience doesn't mean I have to put up with it for the rest of my life. This mod respects my time. It gives me quality of life changes that improves the overall experience tenfold. Why on earth would I go back to the vanilla experience after this? And the thing is, you can only play vanilla for so long, and modding, when it comes into the equation, just increases the lifespan so much more. It's the reason why people still play Skyrim and Fallout and Minecraft to this very day, as well as other popular games with modding. And the thing is, Bloodborne Enhanced isn't the only mod either, just one of several that makes Bloodborne a 10 out of 10, whereas vanilla, in my opinion, is a 9 out of 10 at best. Now, with resting at the lamps, you do still have to go through a loading screen, but it is a huge step up in comparison to just going to the Hunter's Dream and then back again and again. And even then, you still have the option to use bold hunter marks if you want to hasten the process. Lecture Hall echo farming and specific Chalice dungeon runs can just be used for farming echoes to level up and for other items. Rematching bosses also gives you echoes too, and there's even a distorted version of the bosses that gives you an even harder version of the fights. This poor bastard here has to contend with not one orphan, but 2 orphans at the same time. One with phase 2 already, and one with phase 1. I only have one thing to say about this.
No thanks, bro.
I'm still playing through the mod in my own time, and hopefully I don't run into any run-ending issues. But even if I did, it still wouldn't change my feelings towards this mod because of the value it brings. And no, this mod does not change my stance at all on the rankings of the games that I placed in order. I have many reasons as to why I still prefer Sekiro and Elden Ring over Bloodborne, but I am happy that I can finally enjoy the game on my own terms and negate the annoying and boring bullshit that drags this game down for me. And once again, for anyone that hasn't played Bloodborne yet, in the name of COS, do not play this mod yet, or any other mod. Try vanilla first before modding. And as for the seasoned Bloodborners out there, I urge you all to give this mod a crack if you have the means to do so. It turns a game that you love into a game that you'll love even more so, I promise. And as for the user Omenhachi, once again, thank you so much for helping me discover this mod. Instead of spitting digital saliva at me and annoying me with useless comments like, oh, I never ran out of vials, or it's not as big of a deal as you make it out to be, or skill issue, you actually gave me a solution to fix all of my problems. So once again, thank you. Now if you'll excuse me everyone, I'm going to go back to being a filthy Dark Souls 2 lover and raise my adaptability. Thanks for watching.